Hello, so my name is Anna Ferguson, and the topic that I chose for my persuasive speech was why should college be free? Have you ever struggled with the crippling costs of college? Well, if you have, college being free would obviously help you out a ton. So, if college were free, then it would make a better economy. There would be more educated people in our society, and there would be less student debt. So, first, if college were free, student debt plays a huge role in college. People that are not being able to pay to go to college end up going anyways and take out loans and more loans and end up getting in so much debt that they find themselves knee deep in and not being able to get out. So, in my personal experience, my mom was in student debt pretty bad. She had went to college not being able to pay for it and went anyways. Ended up getting her degrees and stuff, and everything was good, but she was in so much debt. And so, when I was about 11 or 12, it was pretty bad, and she was a single mom at the time of 5. So, obviously, it was a pretty big deal having that much student debt. So we knew that the stuff that we wanted, we didn't really want to ask for, or we knew that we had to eat kind of at home most of the time. We didn't really get to go out a lot or buy just a ton of things, and there wasn't really a way to live super comfortably because of the student debt that she was in. So I think personally, as an 11-year-old or a 10-year-old, knowing that about your parents and that kind of falling back on us is not really fair. So being able to not have that student debt to begin with would be so helpful to so many Americans. So with that being said, it actually leads me to my next point. With college being free, it would actually uplift the economy. So with more people going to college, not being afraid of getting into student debt, they actually are more likely to complete college. And with this rate of completion, it would actually uplift the economy. So with more jobs being opened up and more educated people to be able to go into those jobs and do those successfully, it would actually make the economy better. So obviously, if you haven't figured out yet, the solution that I've come up with to helping uplift the economy and making student debt not a thing anymore is making college free. So, obviously, you're probably thinking, how in the world will this work? Well, in places like Germany, France, Norway, Iceland, Greece, there are different programs that they have set up where people can just donate money if they feel the need, or different books that these different classes that they have possibly been in, they can donate those. There's so many different ways that the U.S. could come up with the money to help with free college, making that happen, making free college happen. So, obviously there's programs to be set up. Sadly, your taxes might possibly go up, which is not just the best thing, but you got to think about the reward of having those taxes go up. I mean, you wouldn't be paying millions on millions on millions for student debt when you have free college. So, with both of those options, free college or having your taxes raised a little bit, I feel like free college is probably a little bit better. But both of those options are both very easy ways to be able to support people going into free college and helping the U.S. overall, making that dream come true. So, some of these programs that I was talking about, getting into a little bit of greater detail, America's Promise Act says that the government would actually pay for 75% of the cost, and us Americans would be responsible for the remaining 25%. So the 25% distributed among thousands and thousands and thousands of Americans would actually make us paying way less than if just a couple people were paying that 25%. And then you've also got the last dollar fund that states if tuition for one person costs $10,000 and grant aid covered $4,000, then the government would cover the remaining $6,000. I know this is a lot of math. And it would actually cost a person nothing in tuition. So just kind of getting your foot in the door with tuition costs a ton, and it obviously plays a vital role in getting into college in general. But just being able to have that first little bit paid for actually would help a ton. So making college free would lift the financial burden of so many people, and it would improve the economy. And again, with thousands and thousands of Americans in student debt as we speak, it would help them in so many ways. Before even getting their foot into the door, they're in millions and millions of debt, and that they're never really going to get out of. So being able to prevent this from happening and uplifting the economy, making college free would help everybody overall.